Hello everyone. Yesterday, due to some problems in the shapefile, we could not complete our analysis. So right now, I have made some adjustments in the shapefile. So I'm recording this tutorial so that you can follow it up and you can complete the same analysis. And I know that you do not have this network analyst tool in your GIS, but my idea is that I will record this tutorial. You can watch this video and then you all come to the university, and then you can use my laptop. You can sit in a group and you can complete this analysis so that you can learn it on the same shapefile uh, which I have used. You can do the analysis on the same shapefile, but once you have completed it, then it will be your assignment that you choose the city of your choice and you perform the same analysis. And I will also tell you how you can download data about different cities from OpenStreetMap and how you can use that data for the analysis. For yesterday, your softwares were not working, so today we will also try to resolve that problem also. But at least, yeah, I would request all of you to come to the university and use my laptop as your small group so that you can perform this analysis. Actually, uh, yesterday the shapefile got corrupt, and there were a lot of errors and glitches in the shapefile. And the reason was that because I performed the same analysis 3 times on the same shapefile, and all the data that I was adding in the attribute tables were in repetition, like it was appearing 3 times. So that's why software was causing some problems. But now I have cleaned the shapefile. I have already deleted extra things from the dataset. So we will now start on our analysis. So we will open our ArcGIS 10.8.1. So from this add button, I will add my data. So I'm adding 2 shapefiles. One is the road network of Aalborg city and one is the bus stops of Aalborg city. So we can see that the data is here. But yesterday we were also facing one problem because these are the bus stops along the roads in Aalborg city, and due to this huge number of bus stops, because these are actually 770 bus stops within the city. So that is why, like, the file was getting very heavy. So we can extract few of the bus stops just to learn the analysis. So how we can do it, I will just tell you how I have done it. You just go to the selection tool. You select, for example, some bus stops, like you can select some of them by pressing shift, and then for example, you selected these 4 bus stops. So then what you need to do, you click on the shapefile, you right click, you go to data, and you click on the export data, and then you press OK. So these selected bus stops now appear in a separate layer. For example, we can see the 4 that we selected are there in a separate shapefile, which is named as export output, or we can also rename it. So layer name is selected bus stops. So like we can give any name to this layer, it's perfectly fine. I just told this step to you so that you can understand how I did it. But I'm going to remove this layer from my table of contents. So I have like many bus stops, but I want to perform the analysis just for the learning purposes. So I have already uh, selected few of the bus stops from the city to perform the analysis, accessibility analysis. So now you can see that so these are the few bus stops that I selected within my city. These bus stops are less in number, so it will be easy for us to perform the analysis because it's just an academic exercise. So I'm not using this shapefile anymore because it has 770 bus stops. So this was the first step, and also one most important thing whenever we are performing any spatial analysis and we need to do some calculations. So we always need to check the referencing system because we can only make the calculations in the UTM coordinate system. We cannot make the calculations in geographic coordinate system. So here when we click on the properties in the coordinate system, we can see that it's already UTM 32. So it's perfectly fine. So now we can perform our analysis. So just to repeat once again, it's a 5 to 6 steps procedure. So the number one is that you check your coordinate system from data frame properties. That's the number one step. Then the number two step is that you add fields to this shapefile. So in order to add field, you go to the road network shapefile. You go to the attribute table, and now these are the different fields that we can see in the attribute table. So yesterday, what was the problem? Like I added these fields one time in the morning time, then before the class I added these fields again, and then in the class we added these fields again. So due to the repetition of these fields, the shapefile was causing some problems. So I'm just so here we will go and we will add field. So we can name it length of the roads because in the first field that we are going to add here, we are going to calculate the lengths of the road segments as we discussed yesterday, length. So I will put it double. So it is here. Now I want to ask GIS to please tell me the lengths of the road segments. So I will right click, I will go to calculate geometry. So yes, and I want length in kilometers. So it will give me the length of the all road segments of the city. So I will just click OK, yes. So it's now calculating the lengths of the road segments. For example, for the first road segment, the length is 0.002 kilometers, 0.15 kilometers. So as it is in kilometers, that's why it's appearing like such small numbers. So now I will not do the same mistake that we were doing yesterday. So this road segment field, I have to delete this field because we don't want any repetition. Yes. So now we have one column with road segment lengths. So